What's up, folks? It's your boy Bob Hollywood with another exciting episode of Bob's Holly World. Welcome to the continuation of DC month. This is me reviewing this Batman Arkham Knight Catwoman figure. I bought this from clearance from GameStop a few years ago. Before I even really got into collecting action figures, I just saw this and thought she looked cool, and she was clearance, so I bought her. This is from the year of our Lord. I want to say 2015. So I think I bought this in like 2016 or maybe at the very end of 2015. Again, I wasn't even really collecting toys at the time. And I was like, hey, she looks cool. So we're going to review her and her accessories. She has a whip and exchangeable hands, which are cool. We turn this over in the back, and I guess this says S2. So I'm guessing it's the second line. There's Nightwing, which is number 5. Robin number 6, Catwoman number 7, and Commissioner Gordon number 8. So 1 through 4, I guess, was S1. So, yeah, I've never played an Arkham game, I'll be honest. While I do enjoy video games, I like to devote my full time to them. So I get all the trophies, and therefore, that does not give me a lot of time to experiment with different games. And, you know, that's just how I choose to play video games. If that's not how you choose to play them, that's fine. If I have a friend who is all about, he buys way more games than he can play, and I buy more games than I can play. So it happens. It comes with this background if you want to use that. She is in here. Because it's a simple twist tie keeping her locked in, I'll just untie it as opposed to trying to cut. Sorry about that noise. She is a giant. Just trying to make her so she can stand up. This is, again, I didn't read the ages for this, but this is not a toy. I don't care what you say. This is not a toy. This is for the adult collector. And this is one of the few times I touched a toy and thought that, sculpted by Gentle Giant Studios. Yeah, this is for your adult collectors. This is not a toy, folks. This does not feel like a toy. You see she has a whip, 2 whips. One coiled and one ready to whip. I didn't see that in the package. I thought it was just all one. And then she has these separate hands. Why is it still rattling? But that's the ties that were making it rattle. So, stand her there. I know she's not fully in camera. But let's look at her hands. So she has these open hands as if she's like, she could choke a motherfucker. Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch. And then she has these completely closed fisted hands. There's pretty cool details on the knuckles and everything. And then she's wearing her grabbing hands. So these are the hands she would have her whip in. And this whip is pretty good. It's soft. It doesn't stretch or anything, but it's very soft. I spanked her and I hit my thumb with it as well, and I can actually feel that. So yeah, don't hit a person with that. God, she's a giant. She is huge. I want to know her height now. God damn, 6 3/4. She is massive. She is fucking ginormous, and she's just wearing this black cat suit, leather. It's made out of everything. Seems to be harder plastic. Another reason why I say this isn't for kids. Harder plastic, black throughout, some silver buckling, pretty good details and sculpts. Like this is like a mesh. And then this is, I guess, just more leather. And like you see the silver are these buckles, and she's got cleavage, and as you move up her costume, there's red in her collar. And also she's got on red goggles above her head. Boots are just black stiletto boots. Not very practical, but hey, Catwoman's been doing her thing forever, basically, and it's not stopped her. I'm going to see how easy it is to get the hands in. God damn it. It's not easy at all, and when you're pulling, the claws on her hand are stabbing into my finger. So, I almost hit it. There we go. That was not easy at all. See, there's a longer peg. I'm just going to put a fist in there. You never know when she wants to fist someone. And now I'm noticing, I didn't notice it before, but she does have a hinge on her hands. Did not notice that before. So yeah, she's great sculpt, great great painting and details. It's just, she's tall, super tall. I don't like that necessarily. But let's go over her articulation. You see her face, painted lips, glossy eyes. Head rotates 360 degrees. She only has a little bit of hair coming out. Here it rotates 360 degrees. You can go to the side. You can go back and forward. I wonder how easy it is to get off, but I don't want to break her. I paid $10 for her, but I don't want to break her. Arms go up that high. Rotates 360 degrees at the shoulder. Oh man, this right arm is super stiff, but I got it to bend. A little less than 90 degrees and a little even less on the right arm, but they rotate 360 degrees at that shoulder, at that elbow. Hands rotate 360 degrees. And again, she has the hinges on those wrists. There's an ab crunch. It's also going to rotate 360 degrees, that same joint. That's all there is for the ab. There's nothing else lower. Whoops, I knocked my glasses off. Excuse me. And her legs don't go very wide. That's about it. They don't go very high. That's about it. But there is a thigh swivel. I don't know if that audio's got to be picking up on the camera. It just sounds like rubber rubbing against each other, right? And double jointed knees, very stiff at the knees. And as you can see, her knees, while double jointed, two different joints just bent. So for her right leg, her top joint bent, and for her left leg, her bottom joint bent. And I'm not gonna fight with it. It could get on her knees. She can get on her knees, but you obviously have to have the same two joints bent. There's no boot cut, which is surprising. But there is ankle rockers. And you can see like some paint coming off when you do that, which is okay, but it makes it a little bit easier. But the ankle also rotates 360 degrees, and it does that. So her ankles are good, man. She has some good range of motion with her ankles. Good posability. Stand her up. She stands no problem. I'm surprised she doesn't have a stand. Let me compare it to some other DC figures. And so here's Bumblebee from the DC Superheroes Girls line. This is one of the earliest figures I reviewed last year. She's a whole head taller. Like, if it wasn't for Bumblebee's hair, Bumblebee wouldn't be... Bumblebee is in her cleavage. So I'm trying to compare her to Wonder Girl, who I reviewed earlier this year, in January. Or, no, this month. I reviewed her this month. Wonder Girl was way taller, and obviously this is a DC Multiverse figure. And I'm going to compare her to a Marvel Legends just because they're dressed similarly, and that's going to be Domino. They're both in a lot of black and leather. And Domino also just comes right to her breast. So this figure is huge. Unless you collect this line, it's not going to really fit with any of the other figures. And this is also DC Collectibles. I don't see This is a DC Collectibles figure. It's not like Marvel Legends or anything. This is DC Collectibles. So, stand her up. Again, she can stand up on her own. I don't see a place to peg her belt or her whip, which sucks. Oh no, it is. It's right here. So there. She can hold her whip on her. Anyway, folks, like, comment, subscribe. Let all your homies know where they can find me, B.O.B., and that's right here at Bob's Holly World, and I appreciate it. You enjoy the rest of your day.